Good morning, September 4th? I'm not sure. I think it's the 4th. Back to doing the same old grind. How many of y'all do the same thing over and over again? This morning it's chores. Cody's supposed to get up and feed or check my cows for me. So we're gonna go check on the calves up the road. I may even wait and let him go take care of them. Get the feed for him here. I gotta get a chainsaw to go, and we use some of them little saws for trim saws at the mill. Scott's cutting some long stuff today, and I have to have a trim saw just to cut it off with. Oops. Getting down to the bottom, it gets kind of difficult, but this is much easier than dipping out of these deals with a bucket. So I'm going to continue to use these boxes. I got several of them. Some of them we actually just put grain in, but we made 5 of them with a trapdoor, and so you can sort of see down in there. I'm over there, I'm all the way at the bottom, but we just set it up on some concrete blocks with tie-ins on top of them, or pallets stacked up so to get up high enough to get into the bucket. And man, that works good. I was watching Jacob Bame on Bame Farms, and he got a feed box that'll hold. Now this here holds 1,500 pounds of feed. Or something like that. They're 25 bushels, what it figures out to be. And them guys, they lifted it up enough to dump it into a little tub, and then they had to dump it out of that tub into buckets. And he was complaining about their tub always breaking, and I'm like, man, when that thing gets empty again, lift it up and set it up on something. You can get the edge of that up high enough you can get it into a bucket, and you save yourself one step. You'd be surprised how much time that'll save you. And back breaking, even though it's a little bit taller. I mean, you might say, well, what do we do then? Because the edge of it's going to get up higher. What are we going to do about that? Above the edge of it. And the answer to that is get you something to stand on. Get a longer handle on your shovel, whatever it takes. Going ahead and doing the things that make it easier will put you way ahead. Way ahead. It's just like this deal right here. I was showing you earlier, I had that single 2-basket tedder for sale. This is the first time we actually used this. I bought it from an acquaintance of mine. He actually was a chicken grower, and the power shaft on it was stuck. Well, we got the power shaft loose, but I still kept the power shaft off from the other one to put on this one. And yesterday was the first time I used it, and it worked very well, very well. Fluffed the hay up real good. It went ahead and dried out, and we got that baled yesterday. Now, I was intending on videoing me working on this saw the first time. Something else. I showed you them bugs that was in my feed. Them things are just crawling all over out of that feed again. And they only do it after it's been sitting there a while. I don't know. And I really haven't seen them in the grain all that much. But let's see if we can get close up on one of them boogers. They're kind of a neat looking outfit, but I I wonder if them ain't them doodle bugs I seen a picture of earlier. I don't know. We did a bunch of maintenance yesterday. My baler still is missing a few. I'm gonna have to work on it, but we made 152 bales and got them put in the barn yesterday. Oh, by the way, Dad mowed it, but I tethered it. I had Dakota busy, so I tethered it and I raked it and I baled it. Sorry for the shaky video. We're gonna see if we can get you all set up here to where you can watch me. Try to do it to where you're not crooked. Try to do it to where you can actually see what I'm working on. Okay. You stay right there on the bed now. So, this is the rope pull starter off from that deal, and I don't know if y'all can see it there. I can't see what you're seeing, but the little edge on that dog is wore off, and that just catches on some little deals, and plus the rope's all frayed out. And so in order that I can fix this one and use it as an extra, I bought one, and it's a cheap junky aftermarket one. Full expectation it won't last, but I got it in the mail yesterday along with some other stuff. So we're gonna put her on here and see if it'll work. Get this saw to run. I may not even have to sharpen one. All he's got to do is cut a few slabs in half. When we go to cutting long stuff, of course the slabs are always don't fit nothing. We've kind of made our setup to fit 8 and 10 foot stuff. So the slabs that come off from longer logs don't fit, and we wound up having to, we found the easiest thing to do with the slabs, because we don't care nothing about them being long, is cut them in half. And he can slide them off in the slab rack, cut them in half, and go again. That ain't fitting down on there just right yet. German. If it was German, it would fit the saw. And I don't remember that I got it on video or not, but Dakota and I fixed this. I had some video I took that it was bad, I just erased it. And so I don't remember if I had all that on video, but I'll show you how we fixed the handle. That thing ain't getting down on there right. You know, I don't know how many trees he cut down actually with it, but my dad bought a old home light, one of them big blue ones. His was old enough that it had thumb pump oiler on it. And in order to oil the chain, right there where you had your hand on the handle all the time, there was a little button that stuck up, and it was actually the piston on that oiler pump. And you had to pump that thing the whole time you was using it to oil the chain. So when you see one that says automatic oiler, you can know what they're talking about. You didn't have to pump the oiler by hand. So, a little stiff. See how we fixed the handle? Broke up in there. And I may have to put some, I'm sure the boys will help me with that. They'll figure out what they want to do about that. But we also are going to take and blow the air cleaner out while we're here, if we can get it loose. Oh, it's not bad. I'm gonna take it, blow it out anyway, and then we'll see if it'll run. Haven't had it run since it fixed the handle, so we'll check it out. It smells good in here with that one bale of hay that's in that baler. I don't know. Maybe it'll be all right. There it is. That's just kind of what it looks like when you fix a saw up. I don't know if you got to see good that handle or not. And I'm always afraid them nuts, even after you cut the end off the bolt with the grinder, will vibrate loose. So I spot welded them. It's pretty slick except for that right there. And I maybe could help that with the grinder, but I have a feeling if I know the people who's going to use this, Scott, Dakota, they're going to have that taped and show you what my baler's doing. Maybe somebody out there's got an interest in this. This is what one end of it will look like sometimes whenever it doesn't tie. And when it doesn't tie, it will leave a wire hanging down here from here all the way around to there. And usually, well, I cleaned them all off, but there'll be a whole bunch of them little pieces of wire laying right there. And I don't know how it does it, but somehow, some of the time, it apparently may be coming loose out of the catcher. It's got a catcher that holds the wire while it's making a bale. And maybe when the needles come up, they jerk the wire tight around what's in that bale. And it could be then that the thing is coming loose, but some of the time it'll come out of the end of the needle. And these needles on this actually have a roller on the end and a roller down in them just a little ways, and the wire goes between those two rollers, so it's not supposed to be able to get out of the needle, but once in a while they get out of the needle on this left side. And the thing that the book says to do is to make sure it's in perfect time. And what it says to make sure it's in perfect time is to make sure that hole right there is in the middle of that gap. And it does not have very much play there. But you see, that the other one is actually a little bit off to the side, but I have played with the timing on that to try to get that one a little off the side too, and I just can't get it. We did, right off the bat, used up one box of wire. It was actually, when I went to tie them together, the wire had slipped out of it. But we won't be baling any square bales today. I do have plans to bale a few more. We're gonna get this saw down here, Scott, and talk to him. So that's about enough of a video for now. I will catch you on the next one. I hope to be making some later today. I know this afternoon